Okay, good. So one of the features that you were putting in there is that you have this thing called a think sheet. Can you tell me a little bit about the think sheet and why you think that's important and what it is exactly?
Well, it's just a blank piece of paper that we hand out right in the beginning of the lesson, and it serves a couple of purposes. First, it has their name on the top. We don't know the students, and that helps us to see their name. And second of all, it's just a blank canvas for them to do whatever thinking that they need to do. And there's no structure to it. We're not helping them, but we're not handing them a structure to organize their thinking. So it's pretty open.
So it's very open-ended. And so why do you think that you don't want them to have a pre-imposed structure on their thinking that like we typically would see in a worksheet? Either one.
We're not trying to lead them anywhere. We're trying to see where they will go, and they're the mathematicians, and let them discuss between themselves.
Okay, so one of the questions today is going to involve students using some tiles. And I know that we had 3 or 4 opposing ideas about why we should use tiles, why we shouldn't use tiles, you know, why we should make tiles optional. Can you give us just maybe some of the reasoning behind both sides of using tiles, because we really kind of want the observers to look and see what the effect of the tiles is on the student thinking.
Well, I think for not using the tiles, a couple of the reasons were that we wanted to move away from having that manipulative and being able to think through the problem at a more advanced level, a more an abstract thinking.
Efficient, I think, was the word.
Also, none of the other examples had used tiles per se, and so would we be, did we need to then at the end of a lesson add the tiles to?
Yeah, so it was like one more way of thinking about it.
Right.
Would that be one too many, or? Okay.
Right.
And then Carolyn, I think you had quite a different opinion about the use of the tiles.
Yeah, I feel that you have a different perspective on a problem when you're actually manipulating it. If you're a person that usually manipulates numbers, when you manipulate things or you're forced into diagrams, you look at the problem, you see the problem differently structurally. It's like using a spatial kind of thinking instead of a logical mathematical type of thinking. You get a more rounded view.